So yeah, all right. So attempting to do any of these things is a crime, definitely. Use this information at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you go to jail. If you like this, please send me a nice bottle of bourbon. I'm just kidding, but seriously. All right. So that's not that way. So I guess we'll start out with who am I? I guess I'm a wannabe constitutional lawyer. I watch a lot of Audit the Audit. I like watching people be held responsible for their, just held accountable for their actions. Subject matter expert. There's all my kind of information there. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen those order pickup, the locker systems at like Home Depot. They also have them at Best Buy and other parcel, condos and stuff like that. Use them in the apartment complexes as well. But as you'll notice, just above at the very top of the unit, you'll see those little squares that are like missing something. All right, and so what that is a okay, yeah, I guess first I would do all that stuff. I forgot about this. All right, so yeah. So my first disclosure was basically when 2013, when Backtrack 4 came out. I started hacking Wi-Fi, like people like the WEP, and going up and down Santa Monica Boulevard to businesses and basically letting them know to change their Wi-Fi, because if I had their Wi-Fi password and I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, then somebody nefarious could definitely do a lot of damage. Because I found like 95% of people were still using WEP. Hospitals as well as like lawyers, I could basically access their whole network. So I just wrote them an anonymous letter and said, hey, change your password, this is what it is. And so I guess that would be where I started out from. Actually, I started working for Mediacom in 2013 as well. And they're a major telecommunications company. I don't know if you know who they are, but anyways, they had a shared drive on I was a customer service representative and did billing. And they had a shared drive on my desktop. Like I was like, oh hey, I click on it and see what it was. And basically I could see all the HR's data, all the schematics of the nodes that were like their whole infrastructure was like a lot of confidential stuff, as well as like employee security numbers, social security numbers, as bank accounts, the company's tax records, and so I let my supervisor know, like, hey, I don't think I should be able to see this, and nothing got done. So I told my officer manager, nothing got done. And then, so I contacted the CSO, thanks to Jason E. Street. He was the only person that could vet me to talk to the CSO of the company, and he actually did that. I wrote him this really long, like single paragraph, but that was like 2 pages long, and but he actually like vetted me to where I could contact the CSO, and he praised me basically. About 2 weeks later, after that, I was fired from my job, from my manager. So, but yeah. All right. So then I guess we can go back to what we were supposed to be talking about. Why is it not skipping now? But the theme of this is basically all the time, every time that I tend to let the vendor know that there's these vulnerabilities that I get fired, basically. Or yeah. So I'm like, why is it not skipping? There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so yeah, have you seen me? These Luxor 1 lockers, and you'll see the little dial up at the top, and what that dial is basically a cam lock that has like a old school briefcase lock, like the 4-digit combination lock on it. And what that does is that, you'll see those though right there, that they will give you access to that little panel, and inside of that panel there's a lever. And in that lever, what it does is it opens up all the lockers, even the iPad locker, that gives you access to the iPad and everything. All right, so I would, when I moved out here to Minnesota, I got this job with this company called SSN, and they're sending me around, fixing these things. And I would go to the stores, and 7 out of 10 times, it would be, the code would already be in the thing. So all I had to do was just turn it and pop, you had access to the whole system. So there's that fail of basically security not being put onto the store side, but as well as or either that or like the lowest paid contractor that installed it didn't tend to just left it the way it was, like right there. All right, so while working for them, I would call them, and basically all I would have to do was just say, yeah, I'm here at Home Depot 0247, and they basically would give me the administrator code to the iPad as well as the 4-digit combo to this little turny thing without any kind of verification of who I am. Like I said, my name was Nick, Tom. I was actually had a call that was recorded, but I was told not to play that. But so yeah, there's no verification. If you know the number, then you can definitely just call them and just like, hey, I'm here at the Best Buy, at this number Best Buy, and my name's whatever, and they'll give you access to both those codes, basically the admin password for the iPad as well as the 4-digit combination that gives you access to all the lockers. All right, so yeah, basically. All right, so how these are set up are how the code is generated is basically it's kind of really hard to see right there, but there is a public key every machine is given specifically. It's a public key. It's supposed to be randomized, but it's not random. I found out that they basically use the last 4 digits of the zip code of the store, and that's basically the PIN code. To get into the turn knob that will give you access to everything, even the iPad. So like that's just retarded. I'm sorry, but yes. And so what I did is I let them know, I let the company that I was working for, SSN, know, and then they stopped giving me work. They just wouldn't give me more work. So I submitted my findings to Luxor, and didn't get any response. So sent it to them again, and it's been 6 weeks. So I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna make this public. So yeah, like it's just not very secure because people use these for their parcel lockers for like postals, your UPS, your United States Postal Service, those types of things. And so they're basically not secure at all. If somebody could just figure this out and just be very nefarious with this. So, and I gave them time to fix it. So hopefully they did. All right, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. If you have if that fails, yeah, you can just call the help. Oh yeah, there's the help desk number if you'd like to give them a call and just try it for yourself. You know, yeah. So they will give you the admin code that will give you access, so you can just take the iPad and all the packages, and there's no trace of you except for what's on the camera. We can just go up there with whatever. It's not very secure, and it's not very. They shouldn't be used, basically. Let's see here. Because so I'll go with the key. See how he has a 4-digit code at the end of those the public key. They would actually. That's all that is just the last 4 digits of the zip code. And multiple stores are in the same zip code. They use the same code. So yeah, that's just beyond me. So, with the admin code for an iPad, you can do this. Oh yeah, I guess it would have been better if I talked in that here. So. Yeah, just not to, yeah, just it opens up all the doors, basically. It's because it's basically for maintenance reasons or purposes, but they definitely should have that, not be using that type of lock, basically. Anything from like biometrics or anything more secure than an old school briefcase lock, combination lock. Because I mean, it's really not hard to even decipher. Because if it has multiple units, usually they'll, like most people, like to just turn one digit and that's it. You know, so if you could see which one was just turned, you could just kind of defer which one it was. But anyways, so yeah, and here we go on that. I was playing sound on my phone. All right, and Why is it doing that now? Going to there. Of course. I'm done with that. All right. I don't want to mess with the volume. Sorry, this is new to me. Sorry here, so like, yeah. All right, to unlock the phone. There we go. Really? Oh, wow. All right. Okay, so we finished that though. All right, there always got to be the fail, so try to close pad. That's not what I want to do. If anybody knows how to use this at all, like, that's not what I want to do. Oh, wow, okay. So I got to use this as a mouse pad. I don't want to do the volume. I don't understand why it's doing that. I should have practiced this, but I did not. Here. I can't even fast forward from here, so that's weird. Oh, there we go. Where did I get that out? I don't want to eat either. Let's go back here. Well, all right, there we go. Oh no. All right. Anyway, so, all right. So, but yeah. And if worst comes to worst, what you could do actually is just there we go. All right, so yeah, you can basically just use a drill like that. So basically my first job that I did for them was actually at the hockey rink here at the in Minneapolis, and they were like, we couldn't get the code. None of the codes that they gave me worked, and so they're like, oh, just drill through it, and you would seriously, like how long it took me to drill through it. It was like less than 1.5 seconds with my impact drill. It was like just drill through the center of it, and the thing turns, and you have access to all the lockers. But yeah. I just don't feel that those are very secure at all. Like they're used at hospitals and people, birthday cards and stuff like that, and their birthday presents and stuff get put into there and then end up missing. The last slide that I was going to show you guys was like I was doing some research about it last night, and I was on Reddit, and it just so happened that there was this post about 13 days ago about that they couldn't get into the lockers, that it's been like 2 weeks, and like technicians that came and nobody could get into them, so people's packages were stuck in it. And then there's a comment down in the post that somebody's like, oh, there's just a latch, a little lever, you can just flip, my friend just flipped that up and then it opens up all the lockers, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about right here. So, but yeah, I just yeah, I guess that's my talk, I guess. So. Oh, now it wants to work. So yeah, I got the little gift there. But yeah, and so and it doesn't show. This is not even actually the line, but anyways. So yeah. But if you could see right there, like there's that little right where I pointed the arrow right there. You just drill right through it, and it gives you access to all the lockers. And I just don't feel that the company should be even selling these anymore or anything, but just definitely had to make it publicly known that they're that easy to get into, because it seems to be happening all over the United States, or actually the world, because they're an actual worldwide company. But if you go to a subreddit and you type in Luxor Lockers, you'll see people saying that their packages got stolen, and I just thought that it needed to be brought to somebody's attention. So, thank you.